The news update at 6. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander says that while the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service continues to enjoy the full backing of the government, all officers are expected to operate strictly within the confines of the law, stressing that no individual is above it. He made the remarks while addressing the United National Congress's media conference on Wednesday.
Support does not mean you do what you want. Support means doing your job, doing it properly, doing it fairly, and doing it with integrity. We must also take into mind or consideration we do it and respect the public.
Meanwhile, Minister Alexander is also dismissing claims that he intends to introduce legislation restricting the public from releasing CCTV footage of police-involved incidents.
Everybody has a camera on their house, not so? How can you legislate against that? Think about it. You know what I said? If I have a camera on my home, I have no problem putting it out in the social media. But give the authorities an opportunity to investigate first. That's all I was saying, you know. So probably we need to say, well, hey, before you do that, give it to the relevant authorities.
The minister explained that allowing investigators to review the footage first reduces the risk of tampering or manipulation.
Now, with the advancement of AI and all these things, we have to be careful enough. And then what people don't know or are aware of, you as the house owner has to give evidence in this matter because you have to describe how you gave me possession of this. So, milady, and for members of the public, I did not, I see even CNC3 or somebody put up something, how $10,000 for, I don't know where they came that from, utter rubbish as usual.
San Fernando, your carnival will go on. That assurance has come from the Minister of Culture and Community Development, Michelle Benjamin, following Tuesday's announcement by the San Fernando Carnival Committee that it would suspend the competitive elements of its celebrations due to reduced funding. However, Minister Benjamin emphasized that the decision will not dampen the spirit of Carnival in South Trinidad, assuring that the festivities will continue as planned and that revelers can still look forward to a full Carnival experience.
Ministry and NCC, we stand ready. My entire family plays Juve in San Fernando, and the judging will go on without the city. If the city corporation is not ready to run the people's carnival, the people will run their carnival. We have brought the carnival back to the people.
However, Minister Benjamin assured that Carnival 2026 is already shaping up to be a bumper celebration, one she says will be richer, safer, and more inclusive for all.
More economically impactful and more loved. I'm telling you, from every feedback that we are getting, everyone is impressed. Carnival 2026 is happening, it is thriving, and it is booming. We have recorded over 37,000 visitors and projected to do more, according to Carl. All my reports and indication is that the hotels are fully booked, and we also have persons that cannot get a booking right now.
Minister Benjamin also revealed that government has generated employment for more than 800 people during this carnival season already. In some sport now, India has stormed into the ICC Men's Under-19 Cricket World Cup final after pulling off the tournament's biggest ever run chase. They hunted down Afghanistan's 310 for 4 with nearly 9 overs to spare, setting up a Friday showdown with England. Aaron George was the hero for India, smashing a brilliant 115 to anchor the record chase. Afghanistan had posted an imposing 310 for 4, with Faisal Khan and Uzairullah Nazai both reaching centuries, only the second time two batters have hit hundreds in the same knockout innings. But India's response was explosive. 14-year-old Vaibhav Suryavanshi blazed 68 off just 33 balls, racing to his 50 in just 25 deliveries. Captain Ayush Mahatri added 62, while George's composed century steered India home with 8.5 overs to spare. The 7-wicket victory sends India through to Friday's final, where they will face England for the Under-19 cricket's ultimate prize. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Virmala Balkaran. Good morning, Virmala.
Good morning, Carrie. How are you today?
I am good, a little bit tired, but good.
Why are you tired?
Yeah, work and other activities, putting the candle at both ends, as they say.
I can totally agree to that. Also, Carrie, I wanted to tell you that today is Time to Talk Day. Did you ever hear about that?
No,
yeah, it's actually an annual event that encourages people to have open conversations about mental health. Okay. So this morning, I just want to say to anyone who may be struggling, if you know someone, talk to someone, not just today, but every single day. Pay attention to your feelings, your emotions. Your mental health is so important, and you matter as well.
That's right, and just have someone to vent to, someone to confide in, because again, mental health is still a bit of a taboo topic in the Caribbean, and we need to change that mentality.
Yeah, hopefully we can change that one day at a time and be there for the people around you and the people that you care about, even strangers. Well, Carrie, actually today on the show, we get to see more of you in one of your exciting videos that always makes the day, and of course, so much more on Trinidad and Tobago today.
Right, so much to look forward to. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Virmala.
Thank you, Carrie.
All right, when we come back, the Trinidad and Tobago Today morning show gets going after this break.
With another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Throwback Thursdays on TTT takes a whole new meaning this Carnival season. We're digging into the archives and bringing you the moment that made Carnival unforgettable. The music that made us throw our waistlines, the fetes that had flags waving, and the energy that carried us from the stage to the road. From iconic performances to unforgettable stage moments, from panorama to the March Gras, from Soca Monarch to concerts, where one beat could mash up the whole place. This is the Carnival we know and love. Raw, real, unfiltered. The kind of carnival that had us jamming without a care, living in the moment and carrying the vibes long after the music stopped. This Carnival season, Throwback Thursday on TTT isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting with the spirit, the freedom, and the culture that live inside all of us. So whether you were there when it happened or experiencing it for the first time, pull up, tune in, and relive the vibes. Throwback Thursdays, the Carnival edition, only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Coming up, fetes, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
5th February 2026. The time now 6:09 a.m. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Virmala Balkaran and welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today. Well, as usual, let's take a look at what's trending this morning. The Transport Ministry is now reviewing the growing use of phones and those windscreen mounted devices for video calls, recording and live streaming while driving. So the Transport Minister, Eliza Kaur, says the ministry is concerned that these devices are now becoming a major distraction on the roads. He told the Parliament that drivers using these mounted phones for video calls, recordings, it could be blocking your view and taking the attention away from driving. And well, that puts everyone at risk. Well, right now, the ministry is monitoring the trend to decide whether new rules or stricter enforcement are needed. The minister stressed that even though technology is changing, one thing remains the same. You must keep full control of your vehicle and stay focused on the road. And he also explained that the recent increase in traffic fines is really part of a wider national road safety plan, and it's not just a standalone move. Well, in other news, the Minister of Culture, Michelle Benjamin, is defending the decision to reduce funding for San Fernando Carnival 2026. And she says the city has been receiving about $700,000 each year for the past 3 years. And she claims public comments by San Fernando's mayor about scaling back activities gave the impression that, well, less money was needed. So because of this, the Carnival Committee has now suspended the competitive elements of the festival. And they're citing reduced funding and rising costs, but the minister insists that the ministry and the National Carnival Commission are still ready to help and says, well, judging can go ahead through NCC regional coordinators. Then she also questioned how organizers could scale back events while expecting the same level of funding. Meanwhile, the San Fernando Carnival Committee says it will hold its own press conference to clear the air, and they'll explain the way forward. Well, finally, some good news now for agriculture. Trinidad and Tobago's cocoa industry has officially received a Trinitario Cocoa Certification trademark. Now, this is a big step toward protecting and promoting our world-famous cocoa on the global stage. So, I like to break it down for you. What does this mean in simple terms? So, the trademark acts as a quality stamp. It proves that the cocoa is truly from Trinidad and Tobago, that it meets the high standards, and that buyers can trace where it comes from. So this helps local farmers get better prices and gives international chocolate makers the confidence that, well, you are buying the premium product. The Agriculture Minister, Ravi Rathiram, says this move supports government's goal of earning $1 billion in foreign exchange, while also honoring Trinitario cocoa as a heritage crop that once supported our entire rural communities. So officials are now explaining that today's global market demands proof of quality, not just reputation. And this certification, well, it gives exactly that. Farmers now are expected to benefit through stronger bargaining power, access to high-value export markets, and possible price premiums. Even Angostora's chairman described this trademark as a national economic asset, saying that every cocoa product sold overseas tells Trinidad and Tobago's story. Well, coming up next, we're joined by director at the Agricultural Society of TNT and an agricultural consultant on this topic. That and more inside TNT Today.
Boy, I ain't brass playing in my head whole morning, you know.
That is not brass, that is hunger.
Nah, that is brass Bacchanal calling all you.
Brass Bacchanal? Wait, that is the ones where all them bands and them just show off with their music?
Show off is a showdown of sound.
This Carnival Monday night, get ready for Brass Bacchanal 2026. Nine of the baddest brass bands go head to head, competing for $100,000. Monday, February 16th, Queen's Park, Savannah. Showtime, 9 p.m. sharp. Tickets
Tickets are only $150. Available at Java Nation stores nationwide, the NCC box office, and online at islandetickets.com. Bring your crew, bring your coolers, and feel the power of live brass like never before. Get ready! Brass Bacchanal Carnival Monday night! Presented by the National Carnival Commission.
TTT News every night at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Throwback Thursdays on TTT takes a whole new meaning this Carnival season. We're digging into the archives and bringing you the moment that made Carnival unforgettable. The music that made us throw our waistlines. The fets that had flags waving. And the energy that carried us from the stage to the road. From iconic performances to unforgettable stage moments. From Panorama to the Marsh Gras. From Soca Monarch to concerts where one beat could mash up the whole place. This is the Carnival we know and love. Raw, real, unfiltered. The kind of carnival that had us jamming without a care, living in the moment and carrying the vibes long after the music stopped. This Carnival season, Throwback Thursday on TTT isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting with the spirit, the freedom and the culture that live inside all of us. So whether you were there when it happened or experiencing it for the first time, pull up, tune in and relive the vibes. Throwback Thursdays, the Carnival edition, only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Now listen, this is your boy Carlos Edwards, and as a former player, let me tell you, it's the fans, man. The fans that made the game, that's the 12th man right there. And when it comes to Trinidad and Tobago, there's only one 12th man you need to know. My guy, Andre Errol Baptiste on TTT is bringing the heat every Tuesday.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago today on TTT. Well, this morning we're joined by Donnie Rogers, Director at the Agricultural Society of Trinidad and Tobago and an agricultural consultant. So he's here to help us unpack the newly launched Trinitario Cocoa Certification trademark that I just spoke about and what it means for cocoa farmers, producers and the future of Trinidad and Tobago's cocoa industry. Good morning, Donnie. Welcome.
Good morning, Virmala. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's good to have you here. So this is a big deal. Lots of buzz over the past, I would say, 24 hours.
Yes.
At the most basic level, what exactly is this Trinitario Cocoa Certification and why is it such a huge deal for TNT?
So globally, numerous countries over years have embarked on what is considered product destination origination. This is very important because whilst we could understand that a product comes from a certain place, we must be able to certify it. It goes to origination, it goes to traceabilities, and all these issues and many other technical issues leverage or belong to a very important part of exporting and being able to export, which is certification, product origin, and traceability. And that word called traceability in the agricultural sector, this, in my opinion, is the first step to ensure that traceability occurs. Now, traceability goes to many different things. It could affect influences on prices, on quality. And as we speak about quality, the European Union, which is a major market for our Trinitario cocoa, is very high on being able to certify source of origin and how the product was actually grown, to ensure that certain chemicals, certain practices are adopted, to ensure that when a customer or a client receives a bar of chocolate or quality is at the top of their list.
So would you agree now that this takes us to a place where we are verifiable and globally competitive?
Yes. So what this certification will do, from my understanding, is that farms will actually be certified. Now, NAMDEVCO would have practiced GAP certification, good agricultural practices. What this will do, this will actually certify a farm that Trinitario is being produced here, and the grower, the farmer, prescribes to certain standards.
Okay.
All right? Those will affect the quality of the bean, the quality of the liqueur, and ultimately the quality of the chocolate.
Yeah, so once it, provides these standards and how they grow, they harvest and sell their cocoa as well.
Yes.
So now there's talk of better prices and access to premium markets. How realistic are those benefits for small and medium scale producers?
So I think realistic, when we look at it, we have not leveraged on our capacity to gain better prices because we didn't have the certification before. And the minister, his team, the Ministry of Trade as well, must be commended for this. It's a step in the right direction. Globally, I have seen, many people have seen in Europe, there are brands of chocolate, because Trinitario is so short in supply, that they are very happy to just put on their label contains 10% Trinitario cocoa.
Yeah.
Right? Now, the basic laws of economics, demand and supply. When you don't have that much of a supply, the window opens where you could get better pricing. At the same time, we can't be advantageous and take the price too high. But there is a distinct potential. Once certification occurs, once farmers accede to the different requirements, it will lead to a better bean, it will lead to better liqueur, and in that regard, quality will it will coincide with price.
Yeah. So we spoke about traceability a little earlier on. I want to come back to that. From a production standpoint now, how does traceability work under this new system, and who really ensures that these standards that we talked about are being met?
So when we look at traceability and when we look at product destination origin, feta belongs to Greece. Parmesan Reggiano belongs to Italy. We all understand that Blue Mountain coffee belongs to Jamaica. We even have Brazilian coffee, right? When we look at traceability is important because when a product is exported, the document control should be able to pinpoint which farm this came from. Now, there are many leverages that could occur. One farmer could leverage on something like that, and they could now tell a story as to where they are, where they have been. You know, they say a brand is a story, right? It's about building a brand. It's about, but that is the local side of it. When we look at traceability from the international perspective, we are looking at sending a product to the European Union that someone can look at the documentation and the paperwork and be sure that this product meets all the requirements that are identified by the European Union or whichever market that we export to. So there are no questions. It makes exporting easier. It makes a pricing guaranteed, and it will eliminate issues of your product reach somewhere and there's a subjective conversation of, okay, we don't like the quality.
Yeah.
No, we are certified from the time we exported.
Yes.
So farmers would not be cheated. Farmers will have the advantage of gaining better prices, as we spoke about, and the traceability will be the factor that governs all of this.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago is now among one of the few, I believe, countries certified for producing 100% fine flavor cocoa. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
So this also positions us against competitors, the bigger competitors, I believe, like Ecuador, maybe Ghana, in premium markets, right?
Yeah.
So now we can actually go toe-to-toe with these competitors and say that we actually have something that's really good. I want to move a little bit into agriculture itself for a second. Now, many young people, as we were talking about before we started, can sometimes see agriculture as, unattractive or unstable. Do you think that this certification would make cocoa farming a little more appealing to this generation or to a new generation of farmers, perhaps?
So last week, if we go a little step back into last week, when the minister was at a Tunapuna outreach with farmers, I attended in the crowd just to hear what he had to say. And he made some announcements of that the government is looking at 3,500 acres of cocoa production, be it revitalized or new estates. And there was one farmer who stood in the crowd, and there was one thing that he said that stood out. And this has not reached the news as yet, but it's here today. There is a project, I believe from what he said, it's from the Ministry of Works, where they would have the support of labor, right? Now, this speaks on to the whole question of revitalization of the cocoa estates. And the farmer was very, very appreciative of that, because we are in a position of very low productivity. Over the last few years, our productivity in cocoa has been very depleted for many reasons. We wouldn't get into that today. But now it is time to revitalize. We have always heard that Trinidad and Tobago has the best quality cocoa beans. To prove that, we have won numerous awards year after year, getting #1 in the world in cocoa. But we have not leveraged on those opportunities. We have not increased production. And I think it's very strategic that when the government has actually started to do things to support the cocoa farmers and increase production, that we are also protecting the money that we are spending. So that is very important. I think it's a very sustainable approach, and it's an approach where young farmers, I saw that the ministry also has opportunities where someone can submit a proposal and possibly get lands. This may be one of the times in which someone could come into agriculture. There would be the launch of a set of training that's supposed to come online soon. You would see now that young people are being trained. Young people would be a little bit more confident, and the sector could be a little bit more attractive. Yeah. Because previously, persons would have got into agriculture thinking it's easy, and anyone can do it. And unfortunately, the failure rate for new entrants has not been too favorable. So that is why for young people, agriculture was not something attractive. They would have tried. This was very evident during COVID. Remember, during COVID, everybody getting seedlings.
Yes.
How much of those seedlings went into actual fruition? It's very minimal.
I did some lettuce.
Right. It's very minimal.
Yeah.
So,
but did we really do something coming out of that and really develop any
have we really developed home gardens and stuff like that? The answer is no.
Also, was it a hydroponics was really trending during COVID as well?
Yes, correct, because traditionally it's easy. But now, as we would have the support, and I would like to say it's policy support. I personally have been calling for policy support for a number of years to deal with the sustainable development of the agricultural sector. The Agricultural Society, and even for myself personally, I'm very happy to see that the policy support is being done in this strategic and sustainable manner.
Yeah, Donnie, beyond raw cocoa exports, do you see this trademark opening doors for value-added products like artisanal chocolate, cocoa tea, maybe even agro-processing ventures?
So when we look at income in agriculture, leveraging on the value chain is where your money is. Leveraging on the value chain simply means producing and not just selling cocoa liqueur or not just exporting beans, but exporting chocolates. I have seen chocolate bars from Ghana in mini-marts in Trinidad, and they are very cheap, right? And they are coming from Ghana, transatlantic, and they are landing here at an affordable price. So this step to increase production of a premium product, we could now see the doors opening up to a lot of processors, and we have a lot of chocolate processors. We have numerous processors, but they are limited by supply. That's the reality. I remember for the last Agri-Expo that we had, I was calling around trying to find cocoa beans for people who wanted to go there and do chocolates. I know 2 persons who attended, and they told me straight, we could only go there and display, we can't sell. You know, because the supply of raw cocoa beans on the market is very, very limited. And instead of selling to someone else, a farmer would prefer to export. So I think this will really open the market. It will open the market to our, first and foremost, our processors getting an advantage of having a certified premium product that could fetch markets globally. Secondly, it opens the market to investors to look at processing in terms of liqueur or even chocolate bars and items such as truffles. If we're talking about chocolate bars may be the bottom of the value chain, but when you look at things as truffles and other types of desserts, you know, that's where your money is. So it definitely opens the door, and it gives that level of certification and quality certification to our end product. And I think
quality
that is very
important.
important.
Cocoa. So looking ahead, Donnie, what do you think needs to happen practically to ensure that this certification doesn't just exist on paper, but it really transforms the cocoa sector as we're looking forward to?
So we have seen that through the Ministry of Works, cocoa farmers have started to receive supplemental labor that has been very critical towards the rehabilitation of their fields. So we are going to see in a fair period, we are going to see increased productivity based on that. I think what needs to happen now is the full rollout, and we must see farms becoming certified. We would like to see that this certification program goes forward. I can't wait to see the first estate being certified. I am looking forward to seeing that. And I think once we see that, other farmers now will engage in information sharing so that capacity building increases. Because this is not just about certification and traceability. And when we talk about these things, we have to talk about the instance of capacity building in our local farmers. So we'll see better practices. We'll see more efficient running of agricultural enterprises. Hopefully, they will start to look at it as a business now, and that is where the true dynamics would start to increase.
Yeah, Donnie, I'm not sure if you can answer this question for me, but for a farmer that's probably looking on this morning and wants to be a part of this, do you know how they can get involved?
As I said earlier, I saw an advertisement where someone could come with a business plan and they could possibly get considerations towards lands. Yeah. There are numerous abandoned fields. When we look at the newspaper, when we look at online, there are numerous farms that are for sale, owing to where we are right now with regards to agriculture, unfortunately. So I think someone wanted to come in. There are many avenues in which they could do so. And now this provides the opportunity where you could get into something and know you have a distinct income potential, and the potential to even leverage on the value chain and even look at exporting. Don't just produce cocoa, process, go into, look at your beans, look at your liqueur, then actually look at doing hopefully a coffee bar, cocoa bar, because cocoa and coffee goes hand in hand.
True.
Look at a chocolate bar, look at even more attractive value-added items, and the sky's the limit. This certification will do that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Donnie Rogers, Director of the Agricultural Society of TNT and an agricultural consultant, for joining us this morning talking about that certification. Well, it's being described as the Trinitario Cocoa Certification trademark. On Tuesday, government officials unveiled this, a formal internationally recognized mark designed to protect and promote TNT's signature cocoa variety. Sinalala was there with more.
We are sitting on a gold mine, and it is incumbent on this government to protect that gold mine that we have right here.
Trinitario cocoa. It's known globally for its fine flavor and heritage roots. On Tuesday, it finally got the attention it deserved. A new certification trademark which will authenticate its origin, guarantee quality, and potentially unlock premium prices for local farmers. Minister of Land and Legal Affairs Saddam Hussein said the new mark represents what farmers have long said, that cocoa is more valuable than most people realize.
1 ton of steel in Trinidad and Tobago during COVID was ranging about $12,000 to $13,000 per ton of steel for construction. 1 ton of cocoa, at that time, fine flavor cocoa, was ranging between $10,000 to $12,000 US per ton.
Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Rafi Ratiram said the certification gives it the protection and now it's enhanced leverage.
It sends an unmistakable signal to global buyers, to investors and premium chocolate makers that Trinitario cocoa sourced from Trinidad and Tobago is authenticated, protected, and globally competitive. So for our farmers, the custodian of our cocoa legacy, this trademark is tangible value creation at the ground level. It strengthens your negotiating position with value chains.
And one of the biggest boosts will come from Angostura. Minister Hussein said its Angostura Cocoa Bitters line will now carry the new certification mark on every bottle distributed worldwide.
This certification mark, and I'm letting the cat out of the bag now, will adorn the stem of the Angostura Cocoa Bitters, replacing the old version. And the market is already in place with Angostura Bitters in multiple markets across the world, including Walmart, I'm told.
And the UWI-designed QR system will allow buyers anywhere to trace their cocoa back to the very soil it came from. And Minister Hussein said the certification trademark was the first step towards securing a full geographical indication, or GI, for the Trinitario cocoa.
It's a geographical indication. It's a mark used to identify goods coming from a specific geographical area with a unique quality, reputation, or characteristic, which is essentially attributable to the geographical area.
The minister said he's advised that the EU Intellectual Property Office is offering technical assistance to Trinidad and Tobago to establish Trinidad and Tobago Trinitario cocoa as a geographical indication.
Some great news for Trinidad and Tobago this morning. The Trinitario Cocoa Certification trademark. As usual, we've got more in store for you inside Trinidad and Tobago today. Keep it locked.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Throwback Thursdays on TTT takes a whole new meaning this Carnival season. We're digging into the archives and bringing you the moment that made Carnival unforgettable. The music that made us throw our waistlines, the fets that had flags waving, and the energy that carried us from the stage to the road. From iconic performances to unforgettable stage moments, from panorama to the Marsh Gras, from Soca Monarch to concerts, where one beat could mash up the whole place. This is the Carnival we know and love. Raw, real, unfiltered. The kind of Carnival that had us jamming without a care, living in the moment, and carrying the vibes long after the music stopped. This Carnival season, Throwback Thursday on TTT isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting with the spirit, the freedom, and the culture that live inside all of us. So whether you were there when it happened or experiencing it for the first time, pull up, tune in, and relive the vibes. Throwback Thursdays, the Carnival edition, only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter on air and online. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
I am your mother,
aunt, grandmother,
guardian, friend, and I promise to protect you in all situations because someone has hurt you, violated you, harmed you,
abused you,
and you were brave enough to tell me.
You trusted me. You came to me for help,
to defend,
for support,
to protect you.
No amount of money
or bribes,
favors, or gifts will stop me.
You are most important to me.
You are worth more to me than any material thing.
I will do all in my power,
in my heart,
to make sure that you are taken care of
and that justice is served and you thrive.
Together, my daughter,
my son,
my child,
we will live and love. I will protect you.
Break the silence. Report all cases of child sexual abuse.
Have you ever heard about Bison Pool? Well, it's actually a hidden gem in Valencia, just north of the new roundabout along the Valencia Road. I haven't been, but Carrie has. Let's take a look now.
Valencia is known for several spots that are very popular with nature seekers, like the Turu water steps, for instance. It is common to see this in other places buzzing with droves of visitors, especially on weekends. Good news for those who don't mind the crowds, but for those of us who treasure a serene atmosphere, somewhere off the beaten path may prove more desirable. This expedition starts from the exit just off the roundabout on the Valencia Road. On foot now, the way to this sequestered pool segues through a private estate. The path appears well maintained, but there are no markers at the start of the trail to indicate where to go. After a few wrong turns, a kind resident from the area came to the rescue to lead us along the right path. At this juncture, curious waymarkers can be seen, guiding those in search of the pool. Cleared estate lands quickly transform into lush rainforest, with the sights and sounds evident that you are in nature's territory. It won't be long until the first glimpse of water comes into view. In short order, a striking view is before you, the little-known Bison Pool. Words hardly do justice to describe the breathtaking allure the area possesses. The green-hued crystalline pool is fed by the constant flow of water cascading down the rugged rock surface. Within the pool, large sections of fallen tree trunks and stony deposits create shallow areas at the fringe furthest from the fall, with the deepest area just under the cascade. Also beneath the surface, and seemingly invisible from above, schools of small freshwater fish dot about. The churning waters are brisk but rejuvenating, and makes for a refreshing plunge. Soon we are joined by our good Samaritan, Curtis Batiste.
Yeah.
By the end of the month, I can spend $1,500 to spray that grass to keep that place clean. I hope they work today.
Yeah.
I hold it in mind. Yeah, I don't go nowhere. So
Curtis has lived in the area for decades, cultivating the land, rearing animals, beekeeping, and enjoying a quiet life surrounded by nature. He has made it his personal mission to maintain the trail leading to the pool and the sometimes painstaking task of clearing fallen trees that would obstruct the river's flow. We learned that the sections of tree trunk present within the pool are a mere fraction of an elephantine mora tree that recently fell into the basin. To remove it was nothing short of a feat of ingenuity and engineering. Curtis is passionate about the land and even clears rubbish left behind by errant visitors to preserve the beauty and ecology of the area. He also conducts tours and is a wellspring of knowledge on the surrounding forests and the trails that meander through them. One level up from the basin is another pool, purported to be roughly 18 feet deep. Curtis invites us to go see it, an offer I can never refuse. Our forest concierge leads the way and carves a new path over the ridge to take us to the upper pool. The side quest was well worth it. It is evident upon first observation that this pool is much deeper than the basin below, and only suited to those who can swim. While tempted to take the plunge, better judgment said to leave that for another day. Upriver, the wide stream snakes its way deeper into the wilderness. To the dismay of my cameraman, I agreed to the suggestion of following the river for a while to find another route to return to our starting point. We came here with the mission of finding this treasure of a location, but also found kindness, generosity, and kinship along the way, with an open invitation to return. I'm Carrie Roberts, giving you a glimpse into the paradise we have right here.
That's Bison Pool. Always a great one with Carrie, showing us all the places that I probably will not visit because I'm scared of the route, but maybe Carrie will take me one day. So how's the carnival shaping up for you? Are you listening to all the music that the season has to offer? What about Chutney Soca? Well, if you're following that, one of the finalists of the International Chutney Soca Monarch competition, Salim Bihari, is commending his colleagues in the industry for their presentations during this year's competition. Now, he's also encouraging them not to allow the results of the finals to deter them from the music. Let's have a look now.
All eyes will be on Skinner Park in San Fernando this weekend for the grand finals of the International Chutney Soca Monarch competition. 14 finalists will compete for a chance to dethrone defending monarch Marshall Montano. Among them is Salim Bihari, known in the music industry as Master Salim. In an exclusive interview with TTT News, Salim expressed his excitement to be a part of the finals.
So Chutney Soca Monarch this year is really a personal year for me. I am competing, of course, but I think within my competition, my competing performance, there's a personal message to be sent out. So this year is really special to me. This year I'm actually dedicating my entire performance to my mother.
Master Salim took the opportunity to commend his fellow competitors for their hard work in the industry.
Again, Chutney Soca Monarch has proven the semi-final really showed me, the passion and the love that the artists have for what they do. And I must say, pat yourself on the back, give yourself a nice round of applause, because it really shows that the love and the dedication is there.
He is reminding them that they should not allow the results of the competition to negatively affect them.
I urge all the artists, do not allow that to break your spirit. Go back to the drawing board, try to find where you didn't, check the box. I try to check that box next time around. There has been years that I entered the competition and I didn't make it to even into the semi-finals. And of course there were years that I would have entered and I didn't make it to the finals. But again, it didn't really break me. The time that I took away from CSM was to really find myself to ensure that I could check all the boxes off. And I think I think that I've found the formula.
This year, 3 monarchs will be crowned. They are the International Chutney Soca Monarch, the Queen of Chutney Soca, and the Traditional Monarch. The grand finals will be held on Sunday, 8th February 2026. Nicole Duki, TTT News.
Definitely a tough competition. Good luck to all the finalists for the Chutney Soca Monarch 2026. While continuing with Carnival, rhythm and pure revelry lit up the QRC grounds last Saturday as Fet Royale Ramage delivered a night drenched in music, movement and non-stop action. From crowd sages to star-studded moments, the energy never dipped for a second. Karen Brown was in the melee, catching the excitement, chatting with several Soca heavyweights, and brings us this report.
With vibes high and the crowd fully locked in, one artist had everyone singing along. We caught up with Mikhail Tesha in the middle of the excitement, and here's what he had to say.
What has been the highlight of your performance here tonight at QRC?
Well, had people in the crowd shouting road march, but I tell them, even when I had DNA, I would have won. I never went for road march. I always went for good music that could touch people from in the heart now. So I told them, I say, yo, I ain't not going for road march. I going for heart march. You know what I mean?
So, since you brought up that topic, your thoughts, how confident are you about bringing it home once again, road march that is?
Well, we don't have to bring home nothing, you know. We in the capital. You know what I mean? So we have to bring home anything. We in the capital, and again, is not about winning a road march. To me, a road march is a byproduct of good music and, of course, of the people. The people are to choose that.
I also spoke with Soca diva Patrice Roberts.
Tremendous performance, tremendous outfit. Your take on the night, your take on the event.
Amazing, it's Carnival. I know people from, in the States and all abroad is here. The Carnival has started. It already started, but the vibes is amazing. I can't wait to even reach on the road. I'm ready to go on the road and have a good time.
When asked to share her thoughts on the road march race, Patrice had this to say.
My thoughts is let the people decide, For me, it's not about the competition, but producing good music and making the people enjoy themselves every single year. Not everything is competition, but if we do, we do. If we don't, next time.
Vincentian Soca star Skinny Fabulous shared his excitement about the event and offered his thoughts on his top picks for the season.
Well, I just reached, and as usual, I think it's always a well put together event. It's a very culturally rich situation. This is my fourth QRC, right? And just now, as soon as I finish performing, I always like to go out and enjoy the thing from the spectator perspective. So.
From the energy of the crowd to the sizzling performances on stage, QRC's Fet Royale Ramage delivered a night to remember. It was an experience that brought music, culture, and pure celebration to every heartbeat of the fete. Reporting for TTT News, I'm Karen Brown.
Thank you so much, Karen. Well, TTT Limited regrets to advise the public that due to circumstances beyond our control, next 99.1 FM's Pavement Lime event scheduled for Thursday, 5th February, that's today, at Hereford's Bar on Marvel Road, Port of Spain, and Friday, 6th February 2026, tomorrow at Bruce Bar, Currap, have been cancelled. Now, this decision was not taken lightly. For more than 15 years, Pavement Lime has brought music, culture and energy to the pavement, while providing a valued platform for emerging artists to showcase their talent. However, following careful consideration, it was determined that proceeding at this time would not allow the event to be delivered at the standard our audiences expect. TTT Limited sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience or disappointment this cancellation may cause, and thanks you, the patrons, partners, and the wider public for their understanding and continued support. While Pavement Lime will not proceed as scheduled, audiences can look forward to the next 99.1 FM's Fair Play continuing. So on Wednesday, 11th February 2026, the Lime moves to the Flavor Village for the next level of flavor from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Further updates regarding this event will be communicated via TTT Limited and Next 99.1 FM's official media platforms. The time now just about 6 minutes before 7 o'clock. We've got some more for you on Carnival. Well, actually, we do that when we're coming up. But right now, we take a break on Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Them say in every country, every town, lightning or thunder, blood thicker than water, no matter what family is strong. But remember in the first days, for those who know the story well, according to the Holy Bible, Cain killed his brother Abel. So now I'm watching how families move today. Some preaching love, loyalty and grace, when deep down is only hate. A stranger who's passing by will treat you more like family. So between you and me, this is what I see. The ones outside show more grace than who you grew up with face to face. Hate and spite wide as a mile, though you grow with them as a child. Blood's supposed to bind us, well that is what they say. But sometimes the river wash the truth away. So be careful who you call family, cause water could stand right where the blood should be. Well, I agree. Water take on. To this verse. When I was a little boy, rising on the Kaiso stage, you were there for me, you're my family. Thought we'd write a golden page, but as I grew a little older, started carving my own lane. Friends, I began to notice that blood only carry name. Now I remember what Granny used to say. Some pockets deeper.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments, live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan, Power, all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for Dimash Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the Parade of the Bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday day when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update at 7. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander has dismissed calls for his resignation, saying he remains committed to serving the country. His comments come in the wake of a protest outside the Red House on Sunday, where demonstrators called for him to step aside following a police-involved shooting that killed Joshua Samaru and left his girlfriend, Kaya Seeley, paralyzed.
And I will continue to serve my country as long as the Honorable Prime Minister gives me that portfolio to do so. Sometimes persons are hurting, it's an emotional call and all of these things. I continue to understand because I was here before. I was in that position that the commissioner was in before, not as a police commissioner, but as a senior police officer involved in operations. And I know, no matter what it looks like, evidence is what changes the game. Evidence is what the police need to do to bring someone before a court to be dealt with according to law.
This is what happens when a government invests in culture. The words of Minister of Culture and Community Development, Michelle Benjamin, who says the Flavor Food Village has been a major success, attracting more than 150,000 patrons so far.
This night was January 24, where we recorded over 13,000 patrons. And yes, that was our largest single night. On the 23rd of January, the night before, we recorded 11,600 patrons. And of course, these numbers was given to us by the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, who is hired not just to keep us safe in that space, but also to monitor the number of persons coming to these events.
She said since introducing the Flavor Food Village, more sponsors and companies have been coming on board to participate.
So much so that we have requests for persons to book venues, vendors seeking booths for 2027 Carnival. And that is an indication that there is an uptake with regards to the Carnival product and our culture.
In some sport now, head coach of the Trinidad and Tobago Under-17s men football team, Roundup Boys, is hoping for an improved performance when his team faces St. Martin in their second CONCACAF Under-17 World Cup qualifier this evening at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. In the match set to kick off at 7 p.m., TNT would be looking to better their defeat in their opening Group A match versus Barbados on Tuesday.
Well, they're young. We definitely have to keep motivating them. We have to pick them up from where they're at now. Right, and the only thing to do is motivate them and encourage them to be able to play, because as much as we might want to win and we need to win, it's much about developing them and teaching them the right things in the right way. So it makes no sense being on them. It's just to keep motivating them as we go forward from here.
Further afield now, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has cautioned that Cuba faces a potential humanitarian collapse if its energy needs are not met, following moves by the United States to block all oil shipments to the Caribbean nation and threaten tariffs against countries that provide assistance. The warning issued on Wednesday comes as Cuba grapples with a severe fuel shortage that has led to prolonged power outages, including in Havana, and driven sharp increases in food and transportation costs. Stefan Dujarric, a spokesman for Guterres, told reporters in New York that the UN chief was extremely concerned about the humanitarian situation in Cuba, which he said will worsen if not collapse if its oil needs go unmet. Dujarric also noted that for more than 3 decades, the UN General Assembly, too, has consistently called for an end to the trade embargo imposed by the US on Cuba. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. After the break, we return to Trinidad and Tobago Today.
I Well, it's your boy KI from KI and the band Trevini, and it's that time of year again. Time to party and time to fet. Let me ask you a question. You ever take a drink from somebody you don't know? Free drinks come with a heavy price, and this year, we're not thirsty for trouble. Always keep your eyes on your drinks. If you did not see it poured, do not drink it at all. Remember, better choices lead to a safer carnival. Trust me, me gal say we can be happy, cause she father he don't like me. K to the I, love you. We can be happy, cause she father he don't like me.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Coming up, fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV on TTT, Thursday at 6:20 p.m. and Friday at 8:05 p.m.
Carnival is more than a season. It's who we are. It's rhythm, color, history, and pure vibes from start to finish. And this Carnival, TTT, in partnership with the National Carnival Commission, is bringing you all the major moments, live and full of energy. We kick things off with the youths of Steel at Junior Panorama. Then it's Pan, Power, all the way at Panorama, where the music hits hard and the passion runs dry. Celebrate the future of Calypso at the Junior Calypso Monarch and witness the lyrical mastery at Calypso Fiesta. Then step back into history with the reenactment of the Cambile riots. Don't miss the creativity and spectacle of the kings and queens of Carnival. And be sure to stay tuned as we turn it all the way up for the March Gras. Pure performance, pure pageantry, pure Carnival magic. Then follow the heartbeat of the nation with the parade of the bands on Carnival Monday and Tuesday, when the streets come alive with color, rhythm, and freedom. Live broadcasts, special shows, all the vibes. This Carnival season, don't just watch it, feel it, live it, experience it, right here on TTT.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
New season equals new dreams, and many football fans are dreaming of their team actually winning this season. But the reality is that only one team can win, so many will just be dreaming and wishing and hoping that their team can deliver. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Notice I have not mentioned Arsenal. Don't be upset, I'm not mentioning Man U either. This is Atto Bolden inviting all of you to follow the 12th man as they celebrate a new season on TTT and enjoy the ride.
This morning, we're turning our attention to a major national initiative aimed at discovering, developing, and empowering creative talent across Trinidad and Tobago. Joining me in studio now, Joy Benjamin, the program manager for Trinbago Talent Uncovered. Now, she's here to tell us how Trinbago Talent Uncovered has evolved from a competition into a comprehensive talent development program and what that means for creatives nationwide. Joy, good morning, and thank you for being here.
Of course.
So tell us about this. Now, as I just said, Trinbago Talent Uncovered began as a competition. How did it become what it is now?
Well, the idea was conceptualized as a competition, but as we know, when we usually have competitions with talent, sometimes after we have winners, there is no future follow-up with these persons. So what we wanted to create is more of a talent development program. So instead of it just being a competition, we would also incorporate mentors of persons that actually have the same type of experience that our participants would like to have, and also capacity building workshops so they can evolve with their talent that they actually have.
Yeah. Now, why was it important to take such a community-based approach with this initiative? I know you have regional showcases, national inclusion. You said it's a countrywide initiative, right? Why was it important for this?
I think because obviously we try to bring culture and community development together, and this actual competition merges the two. So what we don't want is for culture to be separate from community, and that's why we incorporate a part of the public engagement, the voting of persons that may be in your village, the persons that would encourage the actual participants or the contestants to do their best. So you know that they say sometimes it takes a village to raise a child. So that is the approach we want to take with the competition too, because we don't want it to just be a talent show ad hoc, but we want persons to be involved, because it's not just solo performances as well. We also have groups are able to actually take part too, so we want to encourage a holistic approach for the actual competition.
Yeah, and also public engagement, right?
Yeah.
I know you have the live broadcast and the voting process as well. Now, how does this public-facing element of the initiative really strengthen the trust in the process and deepen the national participation as well?
So obviously it would be less biased if we have the public taking part in the voting process, and it would create as we want culture to continue. You know, some parts of culture, they say, may be lost, but even in involving persons would actually encourage the persons around them in their community, you know, vote for me, you're going on today. So we want that to continue, and I think that would create it would create a strength, it would strengthen and deepen the appreciation for persons and actually the creative industry for the country on the whole.
So Joy, looking at the broader picture, what does the ministry hope would come out of this initiative? What does it hope to achieve through this?
Well, we really want to achieve creative industry growth. We want to achieve cultural development, youth development as well, and social cohesion.
Okay. And we've seen targets like expanded access to mentorship. I know they release leadership development among the youth and strengthening the creative economy. How will this success be measured in this initiative?
So what we aim for is that after they even take part in this competition, that they would actually have a proper career in the creative industry. So I know that we were familiar with and want to compare to other competitions, but sometimes you'd have a winner and then they would fall off after they win. But we want this person to have a lucrative career, and not just national but international too. So when we incorporate the mentorship, when we incorporate the workshops, when we incorporate the community, we want them to be able to sustain what they actually learn, and not only not only have it national but also international as well.
Yeah, and it's definitely a wider cultural impact also. I mean, this is really contributing to national pride, cultural expression, inclusion, as you were talking about. Everyone's invited to participate.
Yes.
Not just the people of Port of Spain, but everyone. It's a countrywide initiative, right?
Yes, it is, yes. Yeah. Because with this, under the Community Recovery Unit, the focus was really with East Port of Spain and environs, but we have widened all the programs to incorporate the Trinidad and Tobago in its entirety.
Yeah. So Joy, for the creatives listening right now, the singers, the dancers, even the spoken word artists, and more, of course, how can they get involved in this initiative?
Well, registration actually started on the 2nd of February. It goes until the 21st of February. And you can find the link or even the barcode on the ministry's page, whether it's Instagram, Facebook. And they usually, what we want them to do is upload a YouTube link so that we could view the video. So that is basically how we would transition to the preliminaries. So anybody could enter once the video is between 1 to 2 minutes, not too long, and it has to showcase your talent. And the form is is an easy form. So you just put in the information, put in the link for the YouTube video, and we would get back to you to let you know how you can move forward.
Yeah, Joy, why would you encourage and ask people to sign up for this? Why should they?
I believe that well, when I was younger, I could say my personal story.
Sure.
I wanted to be a singer. Well, a singer and an attorney, you know, two things, two birds with one stone.
Okay.
But really and truly, I didn't see an avenue for me to actually go into that career of singing in Trinidad and Tobago, because as you know, when you see international stars like Rihanna and Jay-Z and everybody, like, oh my God, I want to be like that. But it seems a bit limiting. But I think with a competition like this, you would have the opportunity to grow and the opportunity to actually expand in what you want to become in the creative industry, as opposed to what we would say, you know, we are accustomed to persons pushing people into administrative work or into being, you know, a doctor, lawyer, etc. Not much people will say, I want my child to be a singer. So that is why I would encourage persons to take part, or sing or dancer, because it's not limited to singing or dancing. Whatever talent you believe that you could have, we encourage you to be a part of it. You get the opportunity, and we also have $140,000 in prizes, so that is a perk as well. Apart from the other things that you're going to benefit from in the program or the competition.
Joy, finally, I know you spoke about so many other talent programs out there and initiatives. What truly sets this one apart from the others?
I think it was self-explanatory with regards to us actually involving mentorship. So we have persons, established artists, who are already willing to take part in mentoring the persons that come on board in the program, and as well as the workshops, because they would have an opportunity for recording their song if they are singing. They would have an opportunity to develop their talent into something that could be taken nationwide. And so it's not just, I won the competition again, a little money, and that's it, right? So that is why I would say it sets us apart, because it's an actual development program, integrating, and we're taking you from inception to actually the creative industry. So that's what I believe.
Joy, before we wrap up, can you tell everyone where they can access all this information?
So all the information would be on the Ministry of Culture and Community Development pages. And we are on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we are also on TikTok, but the information would be on Facebook and Instagram. And you scan the barcode, you could either scan the barcode on the flyer, or you could click the link and you'll be able to enter the competition, and you'll be able to know about the other programs that falls under the unit, as well as the ministry on a whole.
Yeah, all right. Trinbago Talent Uncovered. Thank you, Joy Benjamin, for joining us, Program Manager for the initiative. We take a short break, and when we come back, we continue with the show on TNT Today.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Somewhere up in Laventille, many years ago, a man had a hammer, used to follow him throughout. He used to use it to pong a pan, or sometimes a stupid man, all in the savannah, never miss an aroma.
You have to be committed. You have to have perseverance to say, okay, I'm starting at knowing nothing to reach a point where I can perform an entire song.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Throwback Thursdays on TTT takes a whole new meaning this Carnival season. We're digging into the archives and bringing you the moment that made Carnival unforgettable. The music that made us throw our waistlines, the fets that had flags waving, and the energy that carried us from the stage to the road. From iconic performances to unforgettable stage moments, from panorama to the Marsh Gras, from Soca Monarch to concerts, where one beat could mash up the whole place. This is the Carnival we know and love. Raw, real, unfiltered. The kind of Carnival that had us jamming without a care, living in the moment, and carrying the vibes long after the music stopped. This Carnival season, Throwback Thursday on TTT isn't just about looking back, it's about reconnecting with the spirit, the freedom, and the culture that live inside all of us. So whether you were there when it happened or experiencing it for the first time, pull up, tune in, and relive the vibes. Throwback Thursdays, the Carnival edition, only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Stories that you see on TNT Today, follow us for all of it and more at TTT Live Online. If you have a story idea, a press release, or you simply want to collaborate with us, we'd love to hear from you. Contact us today at tttoday@ttt.co.tt and be part of the conversation that's shaping our nation. Trinidad and Tobago Today, news you can trust and stories that matter. Well, TTT Limited regrets to advise the public that due to circumstances beyond our control, Next 99.1 FM's Pavement Lime event scheduled for today, Thursday, 5th February at Harefoot's Bar on Maraval Road, Port of Spain, and tomorrow, Friday, 6th February at Bruce Bar in Currap have been cancelled. Now, this decision was not taken lightly. For more than 15 years, Pavement Lime has brought music, culture and energy to the pavement while providing a valued platform for emerging artists to showcase their talent. However, following careful consideration, it was determined that proceeding at this time would not allow the event to be delivered to the standard our audiences expected. TTT Limited sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience or disappointment this cancellation may cause and thanks patrons, partners, and the wider public for their understanding and continued support. Now, while Pavement Lime will not proceed as scheduled, audiences can look forward to the Next 99.1 FM's Fair Play continuing. So on Wednesday, 11th February 2026, that's next week, the line moves to the Flavor Village for the next level of flavor from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Further updates regarding this event will be communicated via TTT Limited and Next 99.1 FM's official media platforms. Let me give you a time check. 7:23. Where are you now? Are you almost at work? Are you still stuck in traffic streaming us live? Wherever you may be, we love having you here on Trinidad and Tobago Today. Well, with Carnival just days away, everyone's talking about costumes and hair and makeup. Well, the local makeup industry is rapidly expanding, and today we take a look at one of the most influential makeup artists who is making her mark in the beauty industry with her Carnival creations.
Makeup is now a part of Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival. Today we're behind the scenes with Beauty Divine Makeup by Pinky Limited to find out what exactly goes into creating the most extravagant faces for Carnival on the road.
My calendar was booked to capacity from Ash Wednesday. I couldn't add in anybody to my calendar.
Amelia Thomas, popularly known as Pinky, has mastered the art of creating faces that survive the sun and rain when on the road. With a burst of color and creativity, an amalgamation of pigments and precision, she continues to satisfy different personalities and preferences for more than a decade.
Some masqueraders would go so simple on their face, and then some want everything. They want the airbrush, they want the gems, they want the glitter, they want the long lashes, they want the bold lips, they want everything in that one day of carnival. And then there's some that would, I just want a little bronze and a little gems here and I good.
As her artistry continues to soar, her business has now expanded with her own line of products. Her team stands ready to meet the demand. To do so, she explains, they undergo vigorous training.
I give my clients the guarantee that they would be ready. They worked with me last year, but however, this year, the ones who were basing and the ones who were doing gems for me last year now are doing full faces. Because training don't stop after carnival. It goes on all through the year. And if I see that they do something I don't like, take it off, do it over, start from scratch. You know, if I come in and I find a line, I don't like how a line going, you have to take it off and perfect it. I was so thankful that these girls, I got them from scratch. They didn't know how to hold a brush sometimes.
From face prep to seal it spray, her technique locks every look in place. She shared one of her tips.
For carnival, I refrain from using moisturizer. I refrain from using face primer because this is the time you want the makeup to stay. You don't want that makeup to budge. So all we would go in basically is with a sweat suspension, a spray that's called sweat suspension. You spray that, you let it dry on the face before you put anything else. We put a little bit of hyaluronic acid just to keep the moisture onto the skin. And then there's something that I use called oil sucker.
Amelia reflected on her early beginnings, knowledge and mentors. Now, as an educator, having taught more than 1,500 students, she says passion is the one thing needed to become an MUA. She noted that one of the proudest moments in her career was teaching a makeup class in Las Vegas.
The amount of cheers and clapping and screams I got walking onto the stage was my it moment for me. That was one of the moments that stood out the most for me in my career because these are people from all different parts of the world and they know me from a little island doing makeup, doing what I love, and that for me was epic.
Kevion John, TTT News.
Next, 99.1 FM, Soca Dominion, where Soca lives.
Give me a chance to wine on you, so I can wait with you, and I can chat with you. Give me another chance so I can...
I think we all put Panaz somewhere in the back of our head, and it's locked there forever. We didn't quite bring it to the forefront until now.
The main reason for us forming the band was to enter a competition in Trinidad called Pan Ramajé. After the fourth year winning, we pulled out of the competitive arena and tried to start spreading music overseas.
We want to actually show the audience what Trinidad and Tobago music is about.
You know, it's like we changed the perspective that people had of pan and pan players.
When we feed off of each other, the crowd actually feel that energy, and then they start to get excited, and then we start to feed off of their energy now.
I think in those moments I felt like, yes, I was living my dream.
To see the joy on the players' faces when they will perform, it will always stick in my heart.
This Throwback Thursday on TTT, we're turning back the clock to the golden era of Calypso, where powerful lyrics and melodies continue to shape our culture. Feel the strength and conviction of Brother Valentino, the musical brilliance of Gregory Ballantyne, and the sharp, unforgettable wit of the organizer. These are the voices that shaped generations, set the standard, and left a legacy that still resonates today. It's Tuco's Vintage Calypso Series, this Thursday at 11 a.m., only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
I'm Renee Sion with another edition of Caribbean Week in Review.
Spend me money. I want you dip and go down there, dip and go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down. I want you dip and go down there, dip and go down. I want you dip and go down there, dip and go down. I want you wine and go down there. I want you wine and go down there. I want you wine and go down there. Oh Lord, you're turning up the pressure. You're walking it. Your body flow like water. You're walking it. My friend calling me to stay. Only you are want in front me. Oh Lord, girl, how you turn it, bend down and roll it. Full of style, you know if you control it. Bad when it's touch road, make your 10 fingers touch your 10 toes. Me know I get personal, but me want to take you home now, girl. Cause I wind it phenomenal. Girl, tick tock, wind back, bend it low. Now waist, girl, you're walking it. You're winding to the bass, girl, you're walking it. The way you wind your body, you make me spend me money. Spend it for me. Away, dip and go down there, dip and go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down. Away, dip and go down there, girl, go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down. Away, dip and go down there, girl, girl, you're walking it. You're whining to the bass, girl, you're walking it. The way you whine your body, you make me spend me money. I want you dip and go down there, dip and go down, dip and go down there, dip and go down. I want you dip and go down there, dip and go down. I want you dip and go down there, dip and go down. I want you whine and go down there, whine and go down. I want you whine and go down there, whine and go down. I want you whine and go down there, whine and go down. Oh Lord, turning up the pressure, you're walking it. Your body flow like water, you're walking it.
RKG.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
And welcome
also
to Trinidad and Tobago Today.
And it's a pleasure being here.
Yes, it's
a pleasure being
I
here.
had Virmala earlier on this weekend. I keep saying I worked with you guys a long time ago.
And I love the progression.
Yeah, same.
I love
Same.
the
Congratulations
progression.
on a great season as well.
And congratulations on a great career also.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And same to you. Well, RKG, so much has been happening over the years. Let's talk about that. You were considered for a Grammy. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, actually it's 4 Grammy considerations.
Tell me about that.
About 9 years ago, I had an album called Caribbean Born that was distributed by VP Records.
I remember this.
Right, a sub-label. It was called VPAL, and it was submitted, and it was in the Grammys with Sizzler, Cranium, all the big artists. You know what I mean? And that was a great accomplishment. And every year after, as you know, I continued to submit. So I had that song, well, I had that album in particular. I had my newest album called Fully Digital.
Yeah.
And there's a song called Zungusha.
Okay.
That was also considered where I kind of sing a little bit of Swahili in it.
Yes, I remember
yeah, that kind of vibe. So, yeah, I've been doing it. The love faith is amazing. And people always ask, you know, how we can vote for you. And I always tell them, you know what I mean? In the Grammys, you have to be a certified voter. So the only way you can vote is by you being a voter, which you have to be you fit the criteria. Let's say you're into music, you're a musician,
Yeah.
you're an artist, you know, you submit to the academy, yeah, and once you fit that criteria, you pay a yearly subscription and you are a voter. So in the Caribbean, we need more voters.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So tell us about your offerings for this year.
You're right.
So we just heard one. What was that called?
Toxic wine is toxic wine is like a toxic relationship. You know, one of those relationships where you know the person not good for you.
Oh my goodness.
But for some reason you have some sort of addiction to the person, so you keep going back. So is that's what I mean when I say a toxic wine? You know, with that person that you really, really like, but you know it's not the right person for you, but you keep going back and going back and going back. You like it, but you know,
What inspired you to come up with that one?
Actually, I was working the last song that I was considered for in the Grammys alongside KS, Young Brother, Freetown Collective and other artists. I was working on a song called Hard Life, talking about the struggles of life and to motivate and uplift people. And while I just finished record that song, the producer played this instrumental in the background. It was also co-produced by Miguel out of 18, the band 18. And when he played it, I was like, hey, I like this. And I started singing, oh Lord, hey, something about that. And I started like, press record. So I freestyled the whole song.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, you have something here. Came back about 2 weeks after, recorded the song, put out the song, and people have been loving it since.
Yeah.
So that is the first song.
Okay.
The second song, Benjai reached out to me. Yeah, and Benjai was like, hey G, I have a rhythm for you. And I was like, Benjai, I just record a whole album.
Yeah.
I just doing one song for the season here. Trust me, when I heard the rhythm, I was like, hey, it's song like a rhythm that Kes would be on. And I said, let me challenge myself. Got the rhythm, and he keep reaching out to me, you record yet? And I was like, yeah, I record. I didn't record anything. And about the third week, he was like, if you don't record by this Sunday, you're not going to be on the rhythm.
Yeah.
Went to the studio, had an idea for the song. My producer is Nice Nation. The person who produced the rhythm is out of the US Virgin Islands, a guy called Gus Bus. And Nice Nation came up with the idea called Pushing Your Luck. It's like you have a girlfriend.
Okay.
You're going on a party. A young lady see her, and for some reason a girl decided to go and use the washroom, and she inch up and give a little dance, and they said, here we're going on. My girl right there. So you're pushing your luck. Yeah.
Okay. I see how that could work.
Yeah.
Akaji, you've been really putting in the work, just like, you know, of the other artists. You've really been coming up through the years and evolving, not just as a performer, an artist, but also you're on Next 99
99.1
as
FM.
well. Yeah, so you're doing a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, for the younger artists coming up who may be wondering, you know, is this worth it? I know there'll be slow times, there'll be the rough times, but is it all worth it in the end in the soca industry? Should I jump into it?
Yes, definitely. Once you love it, and once there's a passion, and once what talent is God-given.
Yeah.
It comes from God. Your talent is God-given. My talent is God-given. So once something is God-given and you don't use it, it's going to be taken away.
Right.
That's what I think, right? So any artist out there looking to get into music, once you're seriously loving the music, put 1,000% in it. It's going to have the obstacles, the ups and downs. You're going to have the lovers. You're going to have the haters. But you just have to keep doing what you're doing. One thing that motivates me, even with my music, within the last 4 years, I've been getting a lot of love from Africa, Zimbabwe. If you go on my Instagram and you scroll down, I'm seeing people in clubs dancing to my music, people on the streets that I've never been to Africa. So that in itself is a motivation for any artist that, you know, sometimes they say dance here before you dance abroad.
Yes.
But sometimes they get love, way more love from outside.
Yes.
You're not saying I don't get the love here, but that's how it goes sometimes in different markets when it comes to the music.
I love that. Your music has been taking you all over the world.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations once again on a great season, as usual, RKG. And now we have the honor and privilege of enjoying another of his contributions. What's this one's called?
Pushing your luck, stop pushing your
Pushing
luck.
Luck. RKG on TNT today.
Hey! Hey! Get your body, get your body. I only want one wine, baby. Don't take it too personal. I already have my lady, and she's a criminal. Why you whining so rude on me? Why you whining? Why you whining? Why you whining so rude on me? Why you whining? Oh gosh, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. My lady is my best friend, but I don't want no problems. Me rate she the best 10, but she go get vexed if she catch you. You're whining too low, girl. Mash up me home. She right over soul, girl. Mash up me, oh God, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Why you whining so rude on me? Why you whining? Why you whining? Why you whining so rude on me? Why you whining? Why you whining? You're pushing back so rude on me. You're pushing back. You're pushing back. You're whining back so rude on me. You're whining back. Girl, we can have too much dealings, cause I don't want catch no feelings. That wine they have too much meaning, like you have alternate reasons. Girl, we can have too much dealings, but like you don't catching feelings. That wine they have too much meaning, like you have alternate reasons. Hold on.
I only want one wine, baby, don't take it too personal. I already am a lady and she is a criminal.
Hey. Why you whining so rude on me?
Why you whining? Why you whining?
Why you whining so rude on me?
Why you whining? Why you whining?
You're pushing back so rude on me.
You're pushing back. You're pushing back.
You're whining back so rude on me.
You're whining back. You're whining back. You're pushing your luck.
Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck. Girl, you keep pushing your luck.
For the ones that here, hashtag love life. Them don't know my pain, my struggles and my gain. Every time I fall, Father God make me rise again. Them don't know my heart, them bad mind and them grudgeful and them what tear me apart. Them don't know my life, them don't know my fight. Father God bless me, now I can testify. And let me tell you about life. Every time that I fall, God pick me up, hey. And let me tell you about life. Every time that I stumble, God make me humble, Jah keep me humble. So never give up. If you lost your car, lost your job, never give up. On the street with no food to eat, you'd never give up. Just pray to Father God, I never give up. And let me tell you about life. So many mothers cry, so many people die. Is either by the gun or viruses, don't ask me why. Just looking at the mirror, you'd stop live a lie. The cocaine that you take is just a temporary high. But them don't know your life, them don't know your fight. Father God bless you, hey, and let me tell you about life. Every time that you fall, God pick you up, hey, and let me tell you about life. Every time that you stumble, Jah keep you humble, so never give up. If you lost your house, lost your spouse, never give up. On the streets with no food to eat, you'd never give up. Just pray to Father God, I never give up. And let me tell you about life. It's a rough road. It's a long road.
I'm Muhammad Mawakil. I am the lead singer of the Freetown Collective. I am an artist living and working out of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm a disruptor, meaning that although I believe in tradition and what tradition holds, I think that every generation has to own what they would see as their traditions. So some things leave, some things are discarded, and some things stay. So I'm here for the discarding, I'm here for the staying, and I'm here for the leaving. So we put out a song called Calypso. We're about to put out a song called Shake Up, both respectively for the Calypso and the Chutney Monarch. We have a song called Kaya that's doing really well right now. Yeah, just look out for more of the same energy, you know, more of the same energy.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This Throwback Thursday on TTT, we're turning back the clock to the golden era of Calypso, where powerful lyrics and melodies continue to shape our culture. Feel the strength and conviction of Brother Valentino, the musical brilliance of Gregory Ballantyne, and the sharp, unforgettable wit of the organizer. These are the voices that shaped generations, set the standard, and left a legacy that still resonates today. It's Tuco's Vintage Calypso series, this Thursday at 11 a.m., only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Every morning begins with a story, the headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
For doubters and the past and the people who laugh on her. Forever grateful for all the times I failed. And Papa say, oh son, you can't give up. What's for you is for you. I said, Papa, you know I will never stop, no. Now Jaja blessed me with the opportunity to fly country to country. Now I could drink champagne, man, I'm thirsty. Now I could see all the thing I never see. They say this hour, youth man so lucky. But I thank you for the run my family. Now no bad mind, boy, they can stop it. And every show I'm smiling, cause trust me, love is so lovely, boy. And I'm far from finished,
Well, he's definitely far from finished. This video actually racked up close to 8 million views on YouTube. Aaron Voice St. Louis, a prolific singer-songwriter amassing millions of fans all over the globe for the powerful message he delivers through soca music. Now, he hails from the small city, you know it, San Juan, located in the beautiful twin island nation of Sweet TNT, and has created a path for himself that can only be described as a journey of pure dedication and commitment to his craft. Well, in just over 5 years, Voice has dominated, it's close to 10 at this point, the soca industry with hits that unite people in the euphoria of music that tell a Caribbean story. His music transcends the mundane and delves into matters of love and life, uplifting and inspiring those who listen. Cheers to 10,
Cheers
Voice.
to 10.
Good
Thank
morning.
You. Good morning. Good morning. How
Thank
are
you for being. I'm good. I hear you preserving your voice these days.
Yes. Well, you know, in short seasons is very hectic.
Yeah.
So last night we came in like after 2.
Yeah.
You know, doing our shows last night on Soca on the Avenue and whatnot. So it's a very, very hectic season.
How do you preserve your vocal?
Rest is the most important thing.
What is that?
And that's the thing.
How do you get that?
How do you rest in a season like this? It's so hectic. So many shows. And even on your rest days, there are things happening. You have interviews, you have, still out of the studio, you still out of recording up places. There's like a lot happening right now.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful, eternally grateful.
And we're grateful that you're spending the morning with us, at least a part of your morning. So we are saying cheers to 10, but as I told you, it's more than 10.
Yes.
Because I looked at your timeline and it's a lot longer than that. But why are we celebrating 10?
Well, I actually started in 2012 professionally, right? I did my first Soca competition, Synergy Soca Star. 2012, I had my song named Alien, right? So that's where I got my first little stint of popularity, right? Doing Alien and performing at Synergy Soca Star, doing school tours and whatnot. From then, I went on to do a lot of songwriting. So I was doing a lot of writing for artists, Cohen Dubois, Marshall Montano, Purchase Roberts, Skets, you name it, we were writing for them. And in 2016, I got my breakthrough. That was my breakthrough year in terms of an artist with my song Cheers to Life. So the masters know me from 2016. So
that was 10 years ago?
That was 10 years
Cheers to Life was really 10 years ago?
It doesn't feel so old.
No, it doesn't.
But yeah. So this year we're celebrating is really 10 plus years, right? But, we just say 10 years.
How has that journey been for you from singer to songwriter to singer again and still songwriter and a performer and all of it in between?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I don't regret any part of the journey. Many lessons learned. Many ups and downs as well, because you're dealing with egos, you're dealing with different personalities, you're also dealing with a lot of no's. A lot of no's. And as anybody in the industry will tell you, your back have to be broad. You have to be able to take no's, you have to be able to take rejection, and you have to be able to come back and fight even harder.
Yeah, so Voice, you said that this anniversary is less about spectacle and it's more about reflection. So you've been really reflecting on your journey. And that really comes through in your music as well. A lot about life, the meaning of life, your roots going forward. What inspires that angle in soca music for you?
Personal experiences, most definitely. I like to say my support system, my mom and my dad, they always, even when I sing a song that's, let's say, a Jump Up on the Wave song, they're like, Aaron. They always like when I tell my story. Not that they have anything against that, but they always like when I tell my story, when I be vulnerable through music. So I feel like, the people around me almost guides my songs and my concepts. And I would have gone through a lot of different situations and challenges. Young coming up, I would have seen a lot of things, and being able to express myself, being able to write my own songs now is like, why not? Why not be relatable? Why not say things that other artists are hesitant to say?
So Voice, as we get ready to wrap up, I know this is a big year for you, 10, a decade of a journey in soca music. What can we look forward to for you? Short season, but what can we look forward to coming up?
A lot. We're working on a lot. Actually, this year we're going to be releasing our first album. Right, first ever album, so you can look out for that.
Congratulations!
Thank you. After the carnival season, and but right now our main focus is Vibes with Voice, putting on a production, putting on a memorable show for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, well, we've been singing it all week long. Can't Behave. We really wish you could have given us something this morning, but we know that you're preserving your voice. We're actually going to leave you with something special. I think it's sweet music.
Yes.
So at least we get to end off with something sweet from Voice. Thank you for joining us. Congratulations on 10 years, a decade and more.
Yes,
I'm still going to tell everyone it's more than that. And hopefully we'll have you back on the show. Well, this is it for us on Trinidad and Tobago Today. We'll join you tomorrow. We do this all over again from 6 to 8 a.m. only on TTT. Sweet music to end the show today.
When our music hit me
99.1 FM, Soca Dominion, where Soca lives.
Give me a chance to wine on you, so I can win with you, and I can jam with you. Give me another chance so I can...
This Throwback Thursday on TTT, we're turning back the clock to the golden era of Calypso, where powerful lyrics and melodies continue to shape our culture. Feel the strength and conviction of Brother Valentino, the musical brilliance of Gregory Ballantyne, and the sharp, unforgettable wit of the organizer. These are the voices that shaped generations, set the standard, and left a legacy that still resonates today. It's Tuco's Vintage Calypso series, this Thursday at 11 a.m., only on TTT, the home of Carnival.
Now listen, this is your boy Carlos Edwards, and as a former player, let me tell you, it's the fans, man. The fans that made the game, that's the 12th man right there. And when it comes to Trinidad and Tobago, there's only one 12th man you need to know. My guy, Andre Errol Baptiste on TTT. He's bringing the heat every Tuesday.
You are dearer to me than all the stars. So many wish but never reach. 'Cause when I'm falling and all the world seems dark, you help me find my peace. Oh, shun mi ba fishani. Oh, shun mi ba yeah. Oh, shun mi ba fishani. Arubita, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs says Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's first official overseas visit to the United States delivered immediate and measurable benefits for Trinidad and Tobago while positioning the country for renewed growth, strong partnerships, and enhanced security. This is in response to questions to the Prime Minister raised by opposition Senator Dr. Amory Brown in the Senate. In a statement on Wednesday, the ministry noted that details of the visit were provided to the opposition in a written response at the Senate sitting on February 3rd. The 9-day mission, held during the UN General Assembly High-Level Week and engagements in Washington, D.C., was conducted under strict fiscal discipline, costing just over $1.1 million. According to the ministry, the visit resulted in concrete outcomes, including U.S. support for cross-border energy projects, new investment interest from Gulf states, progress on a reciprocal trade agreement with the United States, strengthened security cooperation, a TT $94 million grant from China, expanded air links with Africa, visa-free travel arrangements with the UAE, and new diplomatic partnerships. The ministry says the mission reflects a results-driven, people-centered foreign policy focused on delivering real returns for citizens. In other news, the competition to crown the King and Queen of Carnival 2026 got underway on Wednesday evening at the Carnival City in the Queen's Park Savannah, marking the official start of one of Carnival's most anticipated showcases of creativity and craftsmanship.
Chanel Brazan, the band.
Yes.
Is Moko Somoko,
Yes.
the portrayal I Am Africa, the presentation The Children of Oya in the African category.
Which cross the 3 rivers
From the rocks and the rivers to the golden plains, she carries the
complete transition in the music from the traditional soca.
Yes. Scores of competitors in both the King and Queen category crossed the Savannah stage, with quite a few of them following the trend of portraying on stilts. One of them was Osira, the ancient water dragon from the band K-Sac Entertainment.
This is another one on stilts. So just to provide a bit of history for those of you all who are locked on to TTT Live Online in collaboration with WAC 90.1 FM, stilts originated thousands of years ago, with evidence pointing to ancient China, Egypt, and Greece.
Changing gears now, 124 participants have benefited from the prior learning assessment course hosted by the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs at the National Training Agency. The program formally recognizes skills and competencies gained through work experience, training, and life experience, even if they were not acquired through traditional academic pathways. The graduation ceremony for these participants was held on Wednesday night at the Chaguanas Borough Corporation. Kurt Hikal Singh, who was one of the participants, shared his experience with TTT News.
So the challenges with this would have been to create the portfolio. And having many years in industry, sometimes we do not document and take photographs working in natural gas environments. So getting testimonies and looking for photos and looking for evidence was at times a bit challenging. But with the guidance of Mr. Kevin Lafon, the person who liaised with me through NTA, it was made pretty simple in the end.
In some sport now, head coach of the Trinidad and Tobago under-17 men's football team, Randolph Boyce, is hoping for an improved performance when his team faces St. Martin in their second CONCACAF under-17 World Cup qualifier this evening at the Hazy Crawford Stadium. In the match set to kick off at 7 p.m, TNT would be looking to better their defeat in their opening Group A match versus Barbados on Tuesday.
They're young. We definitely have to keep motivating them. We have to pick them up from where they're at now. Right, and the only thing to do is motivate them and encourage them to be able to play, because as much as we might want to win and we need to win, it's much about developing them and teaching them the right things in the right way. So it makes no sense being on them. It's just to keep motivating them as we go forward from here.
And as we go, the next 99.1 FM pavement line, which was scheduled to take place tonight at 11A Marval Road in Port of Spain, has been cancelled. This was confirmed in a statement from TTT Limited, which also said that the event scheduled at Bruce Bar in Curep on Friday night is also cancelled. TTT Limited says the decision was not taken lightly, but the circumstances were beyond its control. It explains that following careful consideration, it was determined that proceeding at this time would not allow the event to be delivered to the standard expected by its audience. TTT Limited is apologizing for any inconvenience or disappointment, but promises that you can look forward to the continuation of the Fair Play campaign at the Lime at Flavor Village on Wednesday, 11th February. And that was your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Have a great day.
This is TTT. Live for local.